Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Bunting, and today I'm going to be giving you my 5 simple skincare cheats to help manage your rosacea. Now, if you have rosacea, that means you're prone to red, bumpy skin that flushes at the drop of a hat. So if you've gotten off the tube or the bus this morning, the chances are you're a bit hot, flustered, and your face is tingling, and you know that your cheeks and nose are reminiscent of Santa. Now, you've probably tried lots of creams, you've probably even tried colour corrective makeup with that greenish tint and found it all to be a bit lacking. In terms of managing rosacea, it's probably fair to say that the best way forward is using prescription skincare products and possibly even oral medication, but I think the bit that's often missed is the importance of your support products and what background kind of backup kit you have access to help manage your skin, especially at a difficult time of year like summer. So let's get down to it. Step 1, cleanse with care. Now, 82% of patients with rosacea complain of skin sensitivity, so pretty much everyone. And no doubt this is due to a defect in barrier function that is often forgotten about when we talk about rosacea. So that means that every time someone cleanses their skin with the wrong product, it leaves them stingy, they complain of burning, and their skin is uncomfortable. So I think the way to go about cleansing is to seek out something that's gentle, non-foaming, and non-fragrant. So skip anything harsh, foaming that leaves your skin tight. For product suggestions, please check the description box below for some great ideas. Step 2, ditch counterproductive habits. Now, in the first instance, this means physical exfoliation. So pretty much anything involving a cloth, a brush, or a product with grittiness. Physical exfoliation is not the friend of those with rosacea. Secondly, skip any sort of astringent toners. So toners that contain alcohol or witch hazel, as these are irritants and will add nothing to your skincare regime. The one exception is a group of patients with rosacea who might also have acne and significantly oily skin, so really marked shine and prominence of the pores in the T-zone, in which case a toner-like product that contains salicylic acid at 1 to 2% may be helpful. Step 3, moisturize, but don't antagonize. Now, patients with rosacea, as I said, often have a tendency to acne too, and the combination of these two conditions can make them very fearful of using moisturizer for fear of making matters worse. But I think moisturizer is key, especially because we know that patients with rosacea are prone to dryness because of this barrier defect. So I think it's important to use moisturizer, but it's also important to have some flexibility in the moisturizer that you use. So I often talk to patients about having a good day's moisturizer and a bad day's moisturizer. So something lighter for when their skin is normal to oily, and something richer for nighttime. And the other aspect of this is it also improves their tolerance of things that we might use on prescription, which might otherwise irritate in the first instance. It's usually best to seek out water-based moisturizers rather than oil-based products. And again, French pharmacy brands tend to win in this department. So something light for oilier days and something richer as a sort of a soothing agent when your skin is more active are great components to have in your skincare wardrobe. Step 4, don't skimp on UV protection. Now, we know that there's no doubt that UV is a big part of what drives rosacea, and certainly patients talk about flare-ups in summer after UV exposure. So building sunscreen into your day-to-day routine is vital. And I'm a fan of physical filter-based sunscreens in rosacea-prone skin. They tend to be less irritating and they tend to give broader UVA protection, especially at the longer end of the wavelength of UVA. So I seek out products that contain zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, and I think that the new elegantly formulated tinted sunscreens are a great option in rosacea sufferers. The key to making it work as part of your skincare routine is to apply it over moisturizer where it's needed, and to allow layers to build carefully and slowly so that everything dries and creates a smooth surface. And that way, when you apply makeup, you don't tend to get those little annoying white balls peeling off, which kind of ruins everything. So for some product suggestions, again, please look in the description box below. Step 5, avoid heavy cosmetics that require a Brillo pad to remove. Coming back to our point about skipping physical exfoliation. So I think that skin, no matter what the problem, always looks best with light coverage all over, and careful, judicious use of high coverage products just where they're needed. So it avoids the idea that there's something lurking beneath. You know, we've all had those instances where you've had a steak come covered in sauce and you're just not quite sure what's underneath. The same is true of makeup. So keep it light all over, build coverage where you need it. Use a product that's low for irritancy and fragrance, and use a beauty blender again to create a light seamless coverage of product all over. And then use something like NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer or Vichy Dermablend Liquid Foundation to create coverage just where you need it. And in rosacea sufferers, it's typically in the middle of the face, over the nose, cheeks, and sometimes chin. Using a light product means that you're not scrubbing to get it off at the end of the day. And again, if you combine with a tinted sunscreen underneath, you'll find that you need less product anyway. So those are my 5 skincare cheats for managing rosacea. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please remember to subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.